Hello everybody and welcome to this episode of Sip and Share. Today I have my good friend and leader of the local chapter of the Sons of Anarchy, Andy Lee, with us today.
No Sons of Anarchy boots.
He is here as a representative for Tightline for Troops. I think it's really exciting and something that we definitely need to get out and let everybody know about. If you don't already know what Tightlines for Troops is, Andy's here to talk about that today. So please, without further ado, what is Tightlines for Troops, sir?
Well, Tightlines for Troops started 10 years ago, believe it or not, right here in Manistee. Bob Ginhart, he started it off with a couple of boat captains and a few veterans. And the idea behind it was to get veterans out on the water that have never been able to go out fishing in Manistee and Lake Michigan and the Big Lake. So that's how it started. I don't know the exact numbers of the first couple of years, but it was just a small little deal. Every year it grew, more people heard about it. They wanted to get involved with it, and it slowly worked its way up till our 10th anniversary, which will be this May. We have, I want to say, right around 650 veterans that we're going to take out on the lake this year.
It's amazing. I do remember when it first started.
Yeah,
and
it was just
super small.
And
now it's just massive. And to see those boats go out,
amazing. It's amazing. So last year, well, 2 years ago, they started from the city marina. Last year we had the siege or whatever it was. So it wiped out all our docks, so we were back down at Sengs. We're going to be back at Sengs again this year. So as the boats go out in the morning, which most of you are probably going to be in bed because it's about 6 in the morning, they go down the whole channel. Coming in is one of the things that I feel is the most important thing about Tightlines for Troop, for the community to be involved, because you get to welcome all the veterans home. So that's Saturday, May 18th at 12:30, and you can line up anywhere along the Riverwalk, Stub Pier, Fifth Avenue Pier, anywhere you want for that. So to me, that's the most important thing, because you go down there and you see all these guys coming in, and whether you're patriotic or not, whether you've been in the service or not, it's hard to keep the tears back, because they're so excited. They're holding up their fish. Some of them only caught little skippers, other ones got big ones, but they don't care, because they're with their brothers and sisters, and they had so much fun out on that lake. So but yeah, so that's pretty much Tightlines in a nutshell. We're taking out, what did I say, about 650 guys, men and women, veterans from all eras. We lost a couple of our World War II veterans over this past year. So I think we're down to maybe 4 World War II veterans, handful of Korean War veterans. So now our biggest group obviously is going to be our Vietnam War veterans. So
now, could you touch on quickly, there's no cost for the veterans in this, right?
They do not pay a penny. It's all from our boat captains. They donate their boats, the fuel, their time. If they need a fishing license, if they don't already have one, we cover that. Our veterans that are traveling from over a couple hundred miles throughout the state of Michigan, we cover hotels for them. We give them food cards, so if they got to stop along the way and eat, they can stop and get a bite to eat. We give them gas cards. So they do not have to pay a penny out of pocket to be a part of Tightlines. So it's pretty cool. Pretty cool opportunity for a Michigan veteran who has never had the chance to come to Manistee and fish.
Outside of the charter boat fishermen hooking them up with with their boat, their fuel, and their time, what else do you need? You need volunteers for this event?
Oh, volunteers. We need hundreds of volunteers, and we've had hundreds of thousands of volunteers over the last 10 years. There's a million different jobs that go on behind the scenes. Tightlines is all volunteers, from us guys on the board all the way down to the Boy Scouts that take the empty beer cans and pop cans at the end of the day. So it's 100% volunteers. No one gets paid for anything. So you can go on our website, tightlinesfortroops.com. The volunteer section just opened up around the 1st of April. So there's plenty of jobs on there. And I think you can commit from 1 hour on Friday or Saturday of Tightlines to 24 hours if you want to do the whole weekend. So it's not a huge commitment out of your weekend.
And it's a really cool thing to volunteer.
And it's really cool, yeah. You get to. I would suggest looking on that volunteer thing and trying to find something that's involved around when the veterans are back at the tent eating, getting their awards and stuff like that, because then you get to talk to all the guys.
Yeah.
And that's pretty rad. So.
Yeah, it is super rad. So talk about, all right, you're selling tickets for this event. And when you get a ticket, what do you get? What's
we got raffle tickets. Every year, a couple of years we did Harleys, and then we kind of switched over to the like the Rangers, the all-terrain vehicle deal things. So what do we got this year? First place is a Polaris Ranger. It's valued at 14 G's. Comes with a trailer. So you win that sucker, you go to Peacock, you hook up to it, and you bring it home. And we actually, I should have brought a picture of it this year. We did a special wrap on it.
Nice.
Can't remember the guy's name down in Ludington, but he designed this really cool Tight Lines for Troops wrap, 10-year anniversary, wrapped the sucker for us. So second prize, you get $1,000 cash. Third prize, you get $500 cash. Tickets are 6 for $50. Or if you buy 15, you get a deal, and you get for $100 or $10 a piece. You can pick them up right down here at Manistee Beverage, Chapel's Northside Bar, a few other places around town, or you can just go online and get them online. So that's one of our biggest incomes every year to put Tight Lines on the following year is getting our raffle tickets sold. So. Last year, it's kind of funny, the fellow who won the Polaris Ranger also won the $1,000. It wasn't rigged. Some guy from the middle of the state bought the 10 tickets, I think it was, or 15 tickets, and he ended up winning the first prize and second prize. So hopefully he bought a lotto ticket that night too. Yeah,
I know you got something else that's pretty cool that's coming this year. What is that?
Oh, yes. So this year on Friday, May 17th, actually we never even said what dates in May that's
we should probably do that.
So we're going to rewind really quick back to the beginning. So this year, Tight Lines for Troops is Friday, May 17th, big day, Saturday, May 18th. The 17th, we've got something special in store for everybody. Tight Lines, it's a kind of public event, but not completely public, as everything that goes on under the tent is for the veterans only. This year we're opening up a little bit. We have on Friday the 17th at 1 o'clock, if you are a motorcycle rider or if you have a cool custom car, anything like that, we're going to be meeting at the Manistee VFW because we have the Michigan Traveling Vietnam Memorial Wall and we have the War on Terrorism Wall. So we'll be escorting those from the VFW all the way down to First Street Beach parking lot, where they're going to have their own special 40 by 40 tent area, which will be open to the public and set up for the whole weekend of Tight Lines. So anyone that hasn't seen either one of those walls, it's pretty cool. You know, it's basically, I can't remember how many Michigan veterans are on the Vietnam Memorial Wall, but it's a lot more than you think. Yeah. And you know, it's just a small little wall set up in there, but you can find a lot of history on the wall, a lot of history on the gentlemen and ladies' names that are on that wall. And who knows, you might find a relative that you never knew you had or anything like that, because it's pretty extensive. And I've never seen the War on Terrorism wall, so I'm pretty excited to see that. So mark that down on your calendar to be somewhere around US 31, heading into town about 1:30 on Friday the 17th to welcome that wall into town. And that'll be open to the public all weekend long.
Cool, very cool.
And then Saturday, which is May 18th, we start loading all the veterans on the boats about 4 in the morning to get them ready to head down the channel. So if you want to, I went last year to watch them go out. It's not as exciting as watching them come in, but you know, they're all pretty groggy still and trying to wake up and have their coffee and stuff. But boats leave roughly, it's a shotgun start at, 6:30 a.m. And then they're out fishing until 12:30. So that's another key time to remember, is 12:30 on Saturday the 18th.
Nice.
Because that's when you want to be lined up somewhere along the Riverwalk, down at First Street Beach, Stub Pier, 5th Avenue, to welcome all those guys in. as they come down the channel. It's pretty cool.
Now, all those times and everything that you just touched on will be on the website.
Yeah, you can go to, like, once again, tightlinesfortroops.com, and you're going to catch anytime, anything that's going on that weekend. The volunteer page is on there. There's a page for donations. We're still accepting donations. There's different levels of that. So, you know, anything helps. Anything at all. Even just spreading the word or just showing up. It all helps. So it's a great cause, and you know, I'm really honored to be part of this. As a veteran myself, it's my way to give back. You know, even after serving for 5 years, it's still a good way for veterans to give back that, you know, might not want to go fishing or live here. You know, come down, say hi, meet some old friends, and
well, you're definitely very passionate about this.
I am.
It shows.
Yeah.
And I think that everybody really appreciates all the work that you put into it. I know that I do, and I'm really happy that you're involved in it and you're out there pushing the word. Because, like I said at the beginning, I remember when it was just a small group of dudes going out into the lake. I mean, and now you've got, it's just a huge, massive event. It's really fun for even those that aren't participating in fishing, just going to the event, hanging out, getting a bite to eat, having a couple beers.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, it's a good time. So, yeah, Tight Lines for Troops, May 17th and 18th. That's our 10th anniversary. We're going to have a lot of cool, you know, only can get this year merch and stuff like that the public's welcome to buy. We have a couple different merch booths set up outside of that fenced-in area for the veterans. So,
Nice.
A lot of ways to be involved, and just go, you know, tightlinesfortroops.com, or, you know, obviously we have a Facebook page where you can find a lot of information on there too.
Well, good deal, man. Is there anything else you want to tell everybody before we cut it short?
I think we're good. Thanks for having me down and
You're welcome.
putting my ugly mug out there on video, and you know, having a couple PBRs at 8:30 in the morning.
Well, Black Rifle coffee for me.
Yeah. Well,
Cheers,
thank
my
you.
man.
Cheers.
Cheers.